Thank you, Barbara. Welcome, everyone. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Not my first time up here, you guys. You know. Well, welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. My name is Michelle May, and I am a practitioner intern. I'm on the board of trustees, and I just love to wear a lot of hats here. So as you guys are settling in, I'm going to share what we've got going on. We have lots that has been happening. So again, thank you for everybody for coming and supporting and enriching your own lives. It's really just amazing how much we've got here and how we're growing and growing and growing within our own lives, but also as a center and a community. So thank you for participating in that. Today, we have our very special last Sunday, birthday Sunday. So we would like to acknowledge all the people that had birthdays in April, which I know there was a lot. And then we've got one coming up soon that we're celebrating today, which is Reverend Patrick's birthday. So let's sing. And we invite you to stay after service for a beautiful potluck that we are having today, this afternoon. And then this week, we will be represented by Roseanne out back. She's back from her trip at the Day of Prayer, which is going to be happening on Thursday morning at 9 a.m. So if you'd like to go, it's going to be all different faiths around the island just coming together to pray for the day, for peace, and everything, really, just to pray. So it's a wonderful opportunity to come. You can come represent CSL. You can just come represent yourself, however you want to do. But we invite you to join us at the Day of Prayer in Lihui at the Rotunda, and starts at 9 a.m. And then next Sunday, promptly after service, we're going to have our wildly popular Rap with the Revs. This is our monthly gathering that we do the first Sunday, and our circle is growing and growing and growing, and we're going deeper, deeper, and deeper. And it's been really great getting to know one another, and we invite you to come stay after service for that next Sunday as well. And then this Sunday and next Sunday, we are doing a drawing. You may have seen a beautifully painted purse out back. Marion is at the table, and she's modeling it now like Vanna. If you didn't see it on your way in because you were distracted by all the hugs and your food or things being just everywhere, you want to check it out after if you'd like to. And it is a fundraiser for CSL. It was a donation from Marilyn Taylor in California, so thank you. It's a beautifully painted purse. And the information about the artist and everything is up there as well. So tickets are 1 for $1 or 7 for $5. Ooh, yes. And then we'll do the drawing next week, and we're doing it in time, so if you are wanting to actually do the drawing to give it as a gift for Mother's Day, because we do have Mother's Day coming up, and you can check out cards and books and other gifts as well in our bookstore after service, including Rita's book, this thing called Treatment. It is a wonderful book. It is beautiful, and also in the bookstore. And then we are very excited. We're going to be having our Abundance Project 2 that's going to be starting. The sign-up sheet is in the back. It's 3 consecutive Wednesdays, and it's going to be Reverend Rita and Reverend Patrick teaching this, and it's really just a continuation of something we started a couple months ago now, but you don't have to have done those, and you don't have to do all 3. We encourage you to, but if it just fits in your schedule to do one here, one there, we invite you to come for that too. So if you are able and wanting to do all 3, it starts May 9th, so it's May 9th, 16th, and 23rd. It's $50, or if you do them one at a time, it's $20 per class. So come join us, and it's going to be, the times aren't here, but I think it's 6 to 8. It's a 2-hour session. And this is all about writing our lives and creating and really putting into practice this philosophy into our lives. And things really shifted and changed for people who came to Abundance Project 1. So join us for that. That'll be starting May 9th. And I'm going to turn it over now to Reverends Rita and Reverend Patrick.
Thank you. Thank you, Michelle.
How's everyone doing? Hey, guys.
We've seen a lot of new faces, and we want to welcome Dr. Peggy and Kona Don over there because they finally moved to the island. Yay! So they're ours now, and we're grateful. Yay. So we take a moment now to just light our peace candle, as we do every Sunday, realizing that when we recognize peace within ourselves, we recognize it in everyone. And let's take a moment of silence for that peace that is everything, that is who we are. And so I recognize that peace within myself, within each and every person here, knowing that it is everything, that it can never be obstructed by anything, that peace is always there. And what I know is that it is manifested in our world right here and right now, as we affirm together. And so it is. So, what is the science of mind and spirit? That's what we practice here. Thank you, Barbara, but we're not singing yet. I think I confused you. It's all right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's easily done.
I know.
I had that
by the
moment
way,
in time
everyone,
where it's like, I
it
forgot my
sounded really
key.
pretty, and I don't mind you. I like the underscore actually, but underscored dialogue. Anyway, welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, where we practice the science of mind and spirit. I also call it quantum physics. Oh, hi back there. You came. Wonderful. I've seen all these wonderful, amazing faces. It's just like beings of light and love, and I'm so grateful to be here and to be in your presence. And the science of mind and spirit is just that. It's recognizing that God, that light, that love in everyone, and doing our best to live our lives from that place and watch our lives transform and watch the world around us transform at the same time. Yes. Yes.
And speaking of looking at wonderful faces, whose face is here for the first time? Well, you're all here actually for the first time. But anyone here for the first time? Oh, there you are. Oh, yeah, I should have recognized the shell thing. Okay, so we have, and we're back here too? Okay, fantastic. Okay, so just so you'll know that now that it's out that you're here, that we know something about you and we'd like to share it with everyone if you don't mind. Should we let her know what we know and them know? Should we? Yeah? Yeah. You are magnificent.
Yes.
You guys, if I could only take pictures of when the looks on people's faces when they're like, oh, good, that is so wonderful. But we know that about you because what? We know it about ourselves, right? So shall we all say it together?
I am magnificent.
And right behind us, where Rob is standing, there's a camera staring at us, which means simply that what happens at CSL does not stay at CSL because it is live streaming and there are people watching us on the mainland and internationally as well. And we have a very special one today, right? It's Sandy. Sandy is watching, and Sandy's having a little bit of a surgery, a little procedure thing. And that's Angela's mother. And we're saying hello to you. We love you. And that surgery procedure is an easy breezy because Spirit is right where you are, right here, right now. We're all sending you love. So let's let Sandra know that.
And everyone
else that they are magnificent.
You are magnificent.
Okay, now look to your left, to your right. Just do something. Let somebody know who they are.
Yeah.
You're magnificent.
Will you do me a
And
favor?
you're magnificent.
Want me to hold it while you move it? Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, I just don't trust it. I don't trust me.
You are magnificent.
You're magnificent.
During the yes. Yes, sir. I will eye you. I'll eye you.
All right, let's turn to our programs for our opening song. We've sung this before. I think we all know it. Let's get up and sing it.
Show our magnificence, yes.
We've all been together before, dancing and singing along the same shore. So weavers of sound and light, gather together once more. We gather to share our love. We gather to share our love. So weavers of sound and light, gather together once more. We send our love out to all the world. We send our love out to all the world. So weavers of sound and light, gather together once more.
And as we are gathered here once more, another Sunday, another moment in time, this is what I know. That though we may be individualized and expressing individually, there is really only one thing going on, and that is the wholeness, the oneness that is happening through each and every one of us. And there is a celebration of love that is just penetrating and moving through each and every one of us, expressing exactly who we are in every moment. And what an opportunity. What an opportunity we have to come together, this wonderful light energy that doesn't just stay in this room, it goes out into the world from this place of heart, from this place of love. I feel so fortunate to be able to stand here at the center of spirit, at the center of God, at the center of love, and express it. So let's have at it with this time together. Let's celebrate everyone's birthday. This is a new moment, a new birth. A birth for each and every one of us to have the opportunity to decide again something new for this thing called life, this new thought. So let's have at it. Let's have a grand time as together with so much gratitude we say, and so it is.
We send our love out to all of the world. We send our love out to all of the world. So weavers of sound and light, gather together once more. We've all been together before, dancing and singing along the same shore. So weavers of sound and light, gather together once more.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Aloha. Here's my quote.
Yeah, no, that's not your quote, actually. That's your quote.
Thank you. I'm so grateful to be here today, and I'm just so happy to be alive here on planet Earth with everyone. So before we get started here, let's just take a moment just to relax. Take in some deep breaths. Before our meditation, I'd like to read a quote from Ernest Holmes. I am seeking and finding love and friendship everywhere I go, and in everyone I meet, in every situation in which I find myself. Once more. I am seeking and finding love and friendship everywhere I go, in everyone I meet, in every situation in which I find myself. Thank you. Enjoy your time. And if you feel comfortable closing your eyes, that would be great. If not, just relax and take some deep breaths and enjoy your time in meditation. moment. I am seeking and finding love and friendship everywhere I go, in everyone I meet, in every situation in which I find myself. I am seeking and finding love and friendship everywhere I go, in everyone I meet, in every situation in which I find myself. Taking some more deep breaths in preparation for our prayer time. What I know is there's one power and one presence in the world, in the universe, and all the worlds that I call God, that I call good, that I call spirit, that I call infinite intelligence. And I know that this power and this presence, it's in everything. It's everywhere. It's all-knowing, and it's all-powerful. And because it's in everything, it's in everyone. And everyone here is at one with that presence, that power, that light, that goodness that just fills up every cell of everyone's body and fills up the room and fills up this island and fills up the entire world and beyond and beyond and beyond. And it's just everywhere present. And it's love and it's light and it makes the planets form and it makes the baby laugh and the flower bloom, and it's beautiful and it's loving and it's here and we could use it and we are one with it. It's good, it's God, it's love, it's here, it's everywhere present. And I'm so grateful for the avalanches of abundance and perfect health and perfect creativity and perfect finances for everyone here. I just know that all these things that we are looking at, that we love and that we like, and that everything that's here is love and light. And I know that there is perfect health for everyone here, and I just claim it. And I am so grateful for this creative expression that's moving through everyone right here and right now, and for the abundance that's flowing everywhere in every way, in ways of nature and love and light and giving and receiving. And I just know that we're all one with this, and I'm so grateful for everything that's here on this planet and this earth right now. It's just for here. It's for us, for the taking. And it's all we have to do is just open up and say, I'm ready. Bring it in. I love it. And I'm so eternally grateful for everything. And I just say mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. And I release my word to the law that always says yes. And as we say together, and so it is. Thank you.
I am that I am.
Turn to your program.
I am that I am. I am that I am. I am. I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am. I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am. I am.
Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Malia. And if you want to go sit with Dave, you can. But you can stay too if you want. Sorry, Dave. Okay. That song we just did was by Etika Luckett and Lisa Ferraro, I believe. 2 New Thought singers. And actually, one of them has family on this island, I believe. And they come back every once in a while, but they have some beautiful, beautiful music. So here I am. Love changes everything. Do you believe it? Yeah. Well, we've all been in love, right? One time or another, maybe more than one time or another. And we know how that changes our lives. I know the times I've fallen in love. But love is more than even that. That's just an expression of love. That's just a way that love manifests for us and is in relationship. But what love truly is what we are. We can't not be love. I love this quote I found on the Daily Ohm. It said, "Love is often presented as the opposite of fear, but true love is not opposite anything. True love is far more powerful than any negative emotions, as it is the environment in which all things arise." I'm going to say that again. True love is far more powerful than any negative emotions, as it is the environment in which all things arise. Listen to that, because it's really important. Negative emotions, I love this, are like sharks swimming in the ocean of love. All things beautiful, fearful, ugly and kind, powerful and small, come into existence, do their thing, and disappear within the context of this great ocean. At the same time, they are made of the very love in which they swim and can never, ever be separated. We are made of this love and live our whole lives at one with it, whether we know it or not. So there isn't anything that isn't love. What it is, if it doesn't seem like love, is a forgetfulness, an illusion, really, that we think that we're not love, or that we think this other thing is more important than anything else, when all the time love is always there. And it's all about choice. We talk about that in this philosophy all the time. It's all about how we choose to experience life. We either choose to experience it as love, or we choose to forget that we're love and experience it in some other way. But we're never not love. I mean, to me, that is really, it makes everything okay all the time. Because I know that as soon as I get in touch with that, if I feel like I've fallen off the track somehow, that I know it's always there, and I can always go back to it. Maston Kipp wrote, you know Maston Kipp, The Daily Love, it's called, right? Daily Love. He wrote, "If you have problems, worries, or desires, just hand them over to love. Lay them down at the feet of love and stop trying to solve your problems with your mind. Give love room to step in and help guide you." And I think that that's true. Sometimes we try to figure things out so hard when all we have to do is surrender to love. I know it sounds simple, but it really is. It really is simple. And I know the times in my life when I've done that, and I try my best to do it all the time, everything always works out. Everything. It's so powerful. My mother, I'm going to talk about her a little probably for the next few, because I learned so much from her this last few months. And I did get to visit her. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, my mother just passed away a couple of weeks ago. Well, it's actually almost been a month. That's hard to believe. But it was so funny because last time I saw her, she would walk around with me in the home that she was in. And every time she stopped, she would say, "This is my oldest, Rita. My husband just kissed me and out she came. He just loved me and out she came." I think she was trying to say something else, but it actually made me feel really good, because I was the first child and I was this love child, I guess. And I was really powerful, but it made me also reflect on that's what I am. I'm love. That's what that is. That's love. And you can't, sometimes just plan that. Sometimes you just have to kiss life and love pops out, right? But it just meant a lot to me when she said that. And another thing that my mom, in this philosophy, we do believe that we choose our destinies, that we choose how they play out. But that's the whole thing about this philosophy. We can either give ourselves over to raise consciousness and become part of the law of averages, or we can direct our lives. And I do believe my mother, although she was diagnosed with cancer, she did not die of cancer. She died of a broken heart. I'm telling you, because she told me she loved her husband so much. This was not my dad. This was the man she was married to for 20 years after my dad passed away. She loved him so much that she couldn't be without him. That love created this choice in her that she didn't want to be here anymore. And she shocked everybody because she went so fast. So love plays out in ways that we don't we just can't know. We can't know. We can't say it's right this way and it's wrong that way, and that our lives, have to do this because we want them that way or we want somebody else to be like that. Sometimes love just takes over and it does its thing. And we say in this philosophy, we have love and we have law. Love is who we are. Love leads the way. And this law of our being, it's not separate from us. It's just being directed by love at all times, or absence, well, I said before, of not understanding that we're love. It's being directed at all times. And it's being directed by the impress of our thoughts, which are either coming from love or they're coming from not knowing that we're love. And so I know that if our lives are difficult at times, it's because we're suppressing that. We're suppressing that love. We're suppressing that thing that we want to do, that thing that we want to be, that thing that's telling us, go this way, but we're fighting it. We're fighting it somehow. And I know the times in my life when I've done that. I've suffered more because I finally got, it's kind of like Janice, where she's in with the kids, when she said in her one-woman show, why did it take 20 years? Or, it doesn't have to take 20 years for her to manifest her dreams because of all the twists and turns of her life. It took 20 years. But it doesn't have to take a period of time for us to have what we want now. And this is not selfishness. This is expressing who we are. This is expressing the God that we are, the presence that we are, the thing that we came here to be and to express. We have a saying in the Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes said, love is the self-givingness of spirit through the desire of life to express itself in terms of creation. Love is the self-givingness of spirit through the desire of life to express itself in terms of creation. Life wants to be expressed. This is why people get sick and do all these things, because they're suppressing it down. They're suppressing it and they're not letting that divine urge come through. And it has to show up somehow. It just has to show up because we're creative beings. So I just want to say that whatever needs to get out of the way right now, and I've been saying this a lot, we need to just let it go. We don't need to push it out of the way. We don't need to constrict it. We just need to go back to our true selves and really accept that. It's the only thing. That's what healing is in this philosophy. It's remembering who we are. It's not about somebody doing something to us. It's us going into that healer within and remembering who we are and remembering what we came here for, which is to express love. So I feel very passionate about this, and I see love work in miraculous ways. I see it carrying, Peggy and Dawn across an ocean to start a new life. And I don't want to say anything else, but I was going to say, no, I won't say that. But, they chose to change their life completely at a time where other people would have been just like saying, I'm retired now, I'm just going to, whatever. But they took a chance because love propelled them. Love brought Ruth here today, even after her wonderful... But it brought her here and it got her up off her chair and up back into life, because that's what she is. She's life. Totally and completely. And it isn't a coincidence that Marion and Glenn have started this program here called Love Lives Here. I mean, all this stuff it's knocking at our door, trying to say, hey, I'm here. And we cannot manipulate it. And another thing, we have to forgive ourselves. My mentor has a saying in his center that is love only, forgive everything, and remember who we are. Love only, forgive everything, and remember who we are. We're not going to get away with anything in this world if we cannot forgive ourselves and others. And I know sometimes we make mistakes. I make mistakes. I fall off the horse. The hardest person for me to forgive is myself when I fall off with all that I know. But I have to. I just had an experience lately where I had to keep going in and saying, it's okay, Rita. Maybe you didn't act at your highest self at that point, but that's okay. Can we forgive ourselves? Can we love ourselves for whatever that's occurred in our life that maybe seems so awful that we feel like we could never? But that's not true, because we did the best we can at every moment. Whether it's this moment, the next moment 20 years ago, 30 years ago, it doesn't matter, because nothing matters but this moment. So this guy over here, love was done. I want to say it because, I won't. I've done this a lot in my life, though. I have let love lead the way, and I've jumped into things not necessarily. I was led by my heart. You know, when we say we're led by our heart, and I didn't think things through all the time. And I've never been think things through from a logical, like, kind of mind manipulating way. I just allowed I'm so grounded in love that I allow my love to lead the way. And that's how I met this guy and how I ended up with this guy now for almost 20 years. But it wasn't easy at first because I had to leave behind a lot of stuff that I thought, oh, okay, the world, expects you to be this way. The world expects you to be that way. But I had to stay grounded in who I was and what I knew was mine to do. And this center would not even be here if Patrick and I had not met each other. Well, it might have been here, but it wouldn't have been here in this way if Patrick and I had not met each other and followed that trail of love or the path of love over across an ocean. But even before that, all the other things that we experienced. Yeah. Okay. But it was a conscious choice. It was a conscious choice. And it's always a conscious choice. And that's the big, beautiful thing about this philosophy. And I'm going to sing a song for you. But I feel compelled to tell you this little story because I think it was one of those moments where I had to forgive myself. And it has to do with nature and how loving nature is. And when we want to think about love, think about nature, because nature we call it instinct, but it's love, what we call love. And we had this cat that decided to plop 4 babies in our flower planter. All right, and we had a plan. We had a plan of how we were going to get those cats. We were going to put them up for adoption. We were going to get the mother fixed. We were going to do all this stuff. And we had a plan of how we were going to do it. And it was going to happen like this. And we tried a couple of ways. It didn't work. And Patrick goes, okay, well, I give it up to you. So I said, okay, this is going to work. So I got this little carrier. I put it on the floor, and the babies were letting us pick them up at that point. And I picked up every little baby, and I put it inside the carrier. And I thought, well, the mother will go in there, and then I will close the carrier. And the mother and the babies will be taken to Humane Society, and they already told me they'll put them up for adoption. We'll take the mother back, and she'll be fixed. And that's the way. The mother comes on the lanai. She looks around for her babies. She sees where I put them, and she proceeds to take every single baby out of there and move it under our house. To me, that is like, don't get in the way, Rita. I don't know how she even did it. She's this little tiny thing that, but there I was trying to manipulate. I think sometimes we do that. We think we know better. And I had done a treatment for this, thinking it was going to manifest the way I thought it should manifest. But the mother had another idea. So, yeah, stop trying to control and just allow. And it wasn't that I wasn't loving, because I was trying to do something loving, but it was none of my business, really. It was none of my business. And sometimes it is none of our business. That love has a way of making everything okay and wonderful. So I'm going to sing this song now. And I'm going to dedicate it to Patrick. And if you know it, sing with me. You might not. And Luis is going to join me. Love changes everything. Hands and faces, earth and sky. Love changes everything. How you live and how you die. Love can make a summer fly or a night seem like a lifetime. Yes, love changes everything. Now I tremble at your name. Nothing in the world will ever be the same. Love, love changes everything. Days are longer, words mean more. Love, love changes everything. Pain is deeper than before. Love will turn your world around, and that world will last forever. Yes, love, love changes everything, brings you glory, brings you shame, and nothing in the world will ever be the same. Off into the world we go, shaping futures, changing lives. Love bursts in and suddenly all our wisdom disappears. Love makes fools of everyone. All the rules we made are broken. Yes, love, love changes everyone. Love will not perish in its flame. Love will never, never let you be the same. Love will never, never let you be the same.
Oh, well. I'd like to sing a little ditty for you. Thank you. Wow. I was laughing when you looking at me, because we used to say, whenever she would sing at other centers that we were involved in, they said, we never know who to look at, Rita or look at you watching Rita sing. And yeah. Wow. But you know me, I'll have something to say. Oh, all that, we're all done. Oh, Rita. Okay, back to me. Love changes everything. It was interesting for any of you that know I'm sharing April birthdays today, but my birthday is May 2nd, and I'm turning 60. And it was interesting because I had this, have you ever had a moment where you actually realized you're alive? I mean, it's like the weirdest thing. I woke up in the morning and I just was totally aware about this thing called life. And I went, whoa, I'm alive. I mean, very, very adolescent, but nevertheless, it was a realization that really doesn't have words. I think we take for granted sometimes this thing called life that we're just living until you really stop for a moment and go, wow, I'm alive. And it was a very profound moment. A couple of things in this song that I wanted to address. Some of the lyrics, planning futures, shaping years. Love comes in and suddenly all your wisdom disappears. Been there? Right? You think you got it down, you know it all, and then you fall in love, and it all goes out the window. You've seen it, right? I have had times before I found the love of my life. I had a few others that I remember thinking, oh my God, I don't have any money, I'm in New York, I'm starving, but I'm so in love, right? And it's something that took over. And then it goes on to say, love makes fools of everyone. All the rules that are made are broken. Yeah. Sometimes it's really okay to just be foolish. Be made a fool of. I really do believe that we spend a lot of our time a lot of our time trying so hard not to look foolish or be foolish or make mistakes or do that so much that we forget that it's that foolishness of love that takes risks. Love asks that. Love asks us to be brave. Not perfect in every little way, because we're already born that way. It says, yes, love changes everyone. Live or perish in its flame. Wow. Live or perish in its flame. Whichever decision we make, excuse me, whatever decision we make, it's ours to either live it to the fullest, and even though it says perish in its flame, we will never, ever, ever perish. Last week, I was talking about suffering, why we suffer, that easy question and easy answer to that, why we suffer. Nobody in this room, I'm not talking about you, but I was saying it's because we live part-time spiritual beings and part-time human beings. And that really set with me this week. I went, why is, and I remember Michelle in class, she said, I had this, and you don't mind me sharing because, but because it's really too late. But this whole idea of, I'm spiritual here and I'm spiritual there, and then we have an event, and then I'm going to go to meditation, and I'm there, and now I'm going to go to work, and I'm going to go deal with that problem over there, and that's a different experience. And how delicious it will be that when we can live everything, every moment as spiritual beings, every moment remembering who we are, even in those foolish moments, those moments of fear, those moments that don't make any sense to us. Yeah. I love this quote by Ernest Holmes. Tell the stranger that he is not alone, but that the one goes with him who knows and cares. Tell the sick that they are healed, and the poor that they cannot want. Tell the unhappy of the joy of the soul, and break the bonds of those who are in prison. This is a tall order, my friends. Think about it. Tell the stranger that he's not alone, but that the one goes with him who knows and cares. Tell the sick that they are healed, and the poor that they cannot want. Tell the unhappy of the joy of the soul, and break the bonds of those who are in prison. Think about our conversations. How do we do that? Somebody comes to us, and as practitioner, they come to us saying, let me put this at the feet, at the altar of love. Not the altar of Patrick, or the altar of Rita, or the altar of love. And my questions for us today is, are we brave enough to speak these words to one another? Are we brave enough? It takes courage to love, my friends. It's a grand, bless you, a grand experience to love. But I really want us to hear it because our conversations with one another are very important. Do we dare, when someone says, I'm sick, to say, let's look at the healer within? Let's take a look at the healer within. Or are we going to give a list of all the ailments that I had previous that match that? I'm sorry, we get real here. And nothing's wrong with it. We're trying to communicate. That's what everybody's doing. I'm having a really bad day. Oh, talk about bad days. You want to hear about mine? The daringness to say, yes, I see that you are experiencing something, that depression, something, an illness, something broke. I understand that. I'm not here to say, oh no, it's not there. They're saying, well, then get in my body and you'll feel what that's about. But we're still here. We don't have to get on top of it with them. It is our job as friends to say, yeah, wow, that's a tough one, what you're going through. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to catch your tears. And I know that beyond all of that is wellness and wholeness. That's what we can do for one another. Are we brave enough to believe the words? And the only reason that we're saying something different is because, and I love you, you know that, it's because we don't fully believe it. Prayers we're so used to begging, right? Please make me well. Please find me a home, which we did. Help me, help me. Are we brave enough to live from these words? Someone said the other day, my husband's going through a lot of illness and a lot of this, and I am only supporting him with wellness. I will not support him in any other way. And she told him that. You don't want me in the quicksand with you. You want me to know your highest. I want to know my highest. But for us to sit for hours on end, just repeating it and repeating it, I love you. Did I mention how much I love you? It doesn't serve us. Are we brave enough to become the word of good, the word of God, and announce the truth of who we are? And that is love. Are we brave enough? Today you are going to get your purple medal, man, because today is about bravery. We have this concept, at least I have. Sorry about the we. I have this concept sometimes that love is just like floating on a cloud. Everything, everywhere I walk, everything parts. And I just have this wonderful experience. And then this other stuff that we call crap comes into, I know. Comes in and then we go, oh, I thought it was spiritual. But this isn't it. This is the time to call in love. Love. It's the time to call it in and say, man, I don't know if I've ever experienced you before, but come on in, man. Come on in. Are we brave enough, and this is the biggest one for me to just daily, are we brave enough to go beyond appearances and see exactly what we choose to see? You say, well, look what's happening. Look what's happening right now. My finances are falling apart, this, that. Are we brave enough to say, yeah, I get it. I get it. Are you brave enough to love yourself right now? Yesterday I had a moment that I did something that I forgot to take a deep breath, by the way. A reactionary thing. And I forgot to go, respond. But I didn't. I reacted. Have you ever been there? Thank God, because I'd have felt really alone up here. So I react, right? But I remember a little voice, and it makes me want to cry to even think that I would even say it for a brief moment about this wonderful man, spiritual man standing in front of you. I said, you're not a very nice person, Patrick. Whew. How dare I? How dare I ever say that to me? How dare us ever say these things to ourselves? We are wonderful spiritual beings. We have no right to talk to ourselves in that manner. We have no right. And I know nobody's ever done that in this room, so I'm okay with that. But are we brave enough, and here's the one, are you brave enough to walk on water? Wow, I remember that. Master Jesus, he did it. Are you brave enough to walk on water? And then someone says to me, yeah, but what if I walk on water? What if I take the risk? And this is a metaphor, by the way. Please don't try that right now. What happens if I walk on water and I sink? What happens if I try this and I sink? Then you will swim. You will swim. That's the beauty, man. What if I sink? Then you'll swim. I don't know how to swim. Love does. Life does. Whatever you think you can't do, love, God, power, call it whatever you want, because it's really tired of being even called a name. Yeah. Are you brave enough to raise the dead? Hello. Raise the dead of consciousness. We're talking consciousness. There's a part of us that appeared dead, and there's no such thing of it because we are always alive. We were asleep, and now we're waking up. I read a very long, well, actually I didn't finish it, it was too long, thing on Facebook from a dear friend from the past. And he went on. And I tried this spiritual crap for 20 years. Ooh, he was letting all of Facebook know how he felt. And he was saying, I did this, and I brought my stuff up, and I looked at it, and my life still sucks. What do you got to say about that, Mr. God? Well, this is what I got to say. Well, I had a few things to say before that, but I also had a few things to say, but I didn't have to say it because a colleague of mine wrote on this. And everybody, this is the best part, everybody's writing back, all in the world of form, conditions, right? Man, I know what you mean. I was like, you can only be positive for so long till you have to look at reality. And the whole thing is like, Facebook frenzy, right? And my friend, beautiful colleague of ours, said, I got an idea. Can you find one thing you're grateful for and run with that? 2 sentences. That's that part. Are we daring enough with our friends, with our family, to talk the truth when the truth isn't being presented? Are you daring enough not to say, man, stop complaining? That is not what we're doing. We're saying, man, have you stopped for a moment? Whew, take a deep breath. I'm alive, man. I'm alive. Mother Teresa said, not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. I say that again, Mother Teresa. Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. I'm not even interested, by the way, in walking on water, because that would just be some kind of a trick I'd want to show you that I have my power. I don't need to walk on water, and I don't need to raise the dead. I just need to take care of myself and love myself and fall in love with me more and more and more every single day. And then, as the song says, yes, love changes everything. Live or perish in its flame. Love will never, never, never let you be the same. Namaste.
There was a time I believed life was over for me. There was a time I believed my life was over. I feel alive today, and with your help I'll find my way. I'll be there for you if ever you need me. Sometimes I feel so down, I think that this is the end. There's no way to get over this mountain. The sun has come out beyond a shadow of my doubt. I am walking on this earth stronger than ever. There was a time I believed there'd be no love for me. There was a time I believed there'd be no loving. I feel love today, and with your help I'll find my way. Yeah, I'll be there for you if ever you need me. There was a time I believed there'd be no money for me. There was a time I believed there'd be no money. I feel rich today, and with your help I'll find my way. I too will be there times I feel so down, I think that this is the end. There's no way to get over this mountain. The sun has come out beyond a shadow of my doubt. I am walking on this earth stronger than ever. There was a time I believed there'd be no peace for me. There was a time I believed there'd be no peace. I feel peace today, and with your help I'll find my way. I'll be there for you if ever you need me. There's times I feel so down, I think that this is the end. There's no way to get over this mountain. The sun has come out beyond a shadow of my doubt. I am walking on this earth stronger than ever. I am walking on this earth stronger than ever. Yeah, I'm walking on this earth stronger than ever.
Wow, how perfect that was, Barbara. And we didn't even plan that. That was wow. Thank you. Thank you. Mahalo.
Yay. Thank you. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Music is great. Touches our heart. So this is our time of giving. And we thank you in advance for all the contributions that you make to Center for Spiritual Living Kauai that assists us in being here on this island. We thank everyone off island that supports us, the love that just is made evident in all ways. We're so grateful. And put your contribution or your consciousness on your heart right now. Yeah, and look in your program. There's an affirmation we can read together. I freely and joyously give from the abundance and fullness of my overflowing wealth, knowing my gift goes with love as it touches and blesses Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, my life, and the world. And so it is. We have a song in our program. I think we know this one. Some of us do anyway.
I give thanks for life from my roots up to my crown. I give thanks for love that's within and all around. I give thanks for the rain, sacred waters of rebirth. I give thanks for the sun always shining on the earth. I give thanks for I am a conscious co-creator. I give thanks for I am my own liberator. I give thanks for you who shine so true. Aloha, I honor the divinity in you. Mahalo ke akua, mahalo nui loa, mahalo kahunua, me ke kaimaka makani a me kahua. I give thanks for I am a conscious co-creator. I give thanks for I am my own liberator. I give thanks for you who shine so true. Aloha, I honor the divinity in you.
And I give thanks for all the goodness that is here today, for all the abundance that's in this basket, and all the consciousness that's here today, and all the love and the light, and all the exchange of good in every way, and all the love that's here right now. I'm so grateful for the abundance of love. Thank you. And so it is.
So it is.
So it is. Thank you, Malia.
And
Go
just
ahead and stay up
a little special note, if you haven't been here before, you don't know that this center immediately lets go of 10% of everything that comes in, not even from here, but from our beautiful people online, and just everything that comes in, 10% goes out, and it's really been able to serve us with our island with everything that's been going on as far as the flooding and being able to assist. So Rita and I have since day one we've always believed in tithing and believe that what comes in must go out. It is called the law of circulation. And that is with everything, not just with money, with love, with peace. It must circulate. It cannot stay here because it will become what? Stagnant. And that's not what we're about. So I just wanted to share that with you.
Thank you. I think we have some kids. Where are
I
they?
think we do have children.
Are there children?
And while they're coming up here, we also have this little wonderful, I always want to call it a piggy
time to
bank, but
count
it's
it
not.
again.
But it's our funding, our little funding that we do. And it's
For our global vision.
For our
yes.
global vision. And it's just a beautiful there. So thank you for dropping stuff in there. Your change.
I don't know where the children are. Where are they back there? Okay. Okay, I'm going to move on to something else until they get out here.
Right.
So we do have spiritual mind practitioners here that are in service today, and they can come on up. We have Malia here, and Dr. Peggy is serving today. And is there anyone? And Rob back there on the camera will be up here in a moment. And I think that, and Roseanne. Yay, okay. And so, so utilize them. Spiritual mind treatment is propelled by the power of love and conviction, and it does change our lives. I am a demonstration of spiritual mind treatment, changing my life every day when I use it, and I do use it. And it's not that you even have to believe in it. It's the practitioner can believe in it for you at the time when you cannot. And here they come.
Here they are.
All right. Wow. Yay. I see some new faces, or one new face.
Good morning. Hi. We had fun making necklaces today and listening to our hearts. We made poems about ourselves, and I think the kids wanted to say something special to Patrick.
Oh. Or not.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Patrick. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, mahalo. Mahalo.
That was all their idea, too. And they made your card.
I love these kids. Now, you did see what they did. Just, we will be out in the hall. If you have any kind of want to bow or anything.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I am 60. I am going to be 60.
I also want to let you know that I made some homemade lasagna. That was my nonna and my mama's recipe. So, and I asked somebody to serve it so that everybody would get a taste of it. So I don't know who's serving it. I think Charles. Yeah. So.
And one last thing, speaking
I
of
can
birthday,
actually smell it,
I
but-
think they're going to leave it uncut, but I just want to thank Elizabeth
Oh my
who
God.
made this cake and gave me my first Oscar, and it's an Oscar cake. And so I just want to say how appreciative. She said, you deserve an Oscar, and it's just beautiful. You must, before we cut it, you must look at it. It's just beautiful.
So the practitioners are here. Oh, Dr. Peggy's there. Okay, so we're all set, I think. That's about it. Oh, no, we didn't do our little affirmation to you guys.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right. We were so busy about
We're
me.
so busy about Patrick. Okay. It's in your... You are amazing. You are perfect. You are magnificent. And we love you. And that's to all the children in the world. Yay. All right. Woo. Okay, I think we're ready for our closing. I think I'm doing the thank yous.
If you wanna sing out, sing out. If you wanna be free, be free. 'Cause there's a million things to be, you know that there are. If you want to live high, live high. And if you want to live low, live low. 'Cause there's a million ways to go, you know that there are. You can do what you want. The opportunity is on. And if you find a new way, you can do it today. You can make it undo, or you can make it undo. You know, it's easy. You only need to know. If you want to say yes, say yes. And if you want to say no, say no. 'Cause there's a million ways to go. You know that there are. And if you want to be you, be me. And if you want to be you, be you. 'Cause there's a million things to do. You know that there are. You can do what you want. The opportunity is on. And if you find a new way, you can do it today. You can make it all new, or you can make it undo. You know, it's easy. You only need to know.
And what I know is it is easy. Life is easy and breezy for each and every one of us, and I am grateful to know that. I am grateful to know that all our manifestations are made now and here. There's nothing left out because love is right where we are, and love brings everything to the success and beauty and everything that is good for our lives. And I am so grateful. I'm grateful for this service that we had today and for all the people that served here and gave their love in service. I'm going to start with that beautiful cake that Elizabeth made. Thank you so much. I'm going to also be grateful for all the food that's here that everybody brought for all of us to enjoy. I am so grateful. And I'm grateful to Michelle for doing the announcements, to the Malama team, Glenn and Marion and Angela, to Malia for her beautiful meditation, for all these lovely ladies standing up here ready to serve, being practitioners for all of you. I'm grateful for the flowers from Jai, which are right behind me here, and for Ron Stover and his team, and Charles and everyone back there, Analia and whoever else is helping for serving us and nurturing and nourishing us today, and Roseanne and the bookstore. It just goes on, and Janice with the kids, and Donna and Stephanie, who were stewards of our collection today, and also to these beautiful people over here who shared their music and their love with us through music. Thank you to Louise and Barbara. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so grateful, and I know we take this gratitude out into the world and we share it everywhere we go. We bless the earth with seeds of gratitude and love. And let us affirm together, and so it is.
You can do what you want. The opportunity is on. And if you find a new way, you can do it today. You can make it all true, or you can make it undo. You know, it's easy. You only need to know. If you want to sing out, sing out. If you want to be free, be free. If you want to sing out, sing out. And if you want to be free, be free. If you want to sing out, sing out. And if you want to be free, be free.